they've been there for as long as I've been in this city, which has been, how long has it been? It's been 20 years? Dang, it has. I've been here 20 years. That's crazy. What's crazy is motherfucking eyeliner never.
Edgar, we're lovely.
Edgar. Edgar's my partner. And yes, that's his name. It's not a joke. I'm not trying to say he's an Edgar. Like, his name is actually Edgar. Oh, there's a little bit of everything here. I never noticed. We just get the subs.
All the time.
All the time. I couldn't wait to take a bite. So, this is what the sub looks like.
Ya estaba sentado todo el tiempo, no quiero sentarme.
We are going to be doing our egg cleanse or limpia de huevo. There are 3 eggs. One for my sister, one for my dog Rocky, and one for myself. We have been doing this more consistently ever since he got sick, and there's not a whole lot we can do apart from take care of him as holistically as possible. And this is one of the things that we have been doing to help him out. You see 2 glasses here because one is for the charging of the egg with the blessed or charged water, and then the other one is when we crack the egg to read the egg. I have shown egg sweeps before on this channel. Okay, so we are now ready to take this egg. Here's regular tap water. We're ready to take this egg and do the sweep. And then we're going to crack it and place it in here. After the egg sweep is done, actually, when you retrieve the egg from the charged water that it has been sitting in for whatever time you think is necessary, before you go and sweep person or animal, you are going to speak a prayer, charm, chant into the egg. And then you're going to proceed with the sweep. The way that I was taught is you are also going to repeat this prayer, chant, words of power, either same ones or different ones, as you do the sweep. You can do it out loud, you can do it in your head. Then when you're done with the sweep, you are going to get the second glass. In the second glass, you don't have the blessed water. It's just tap water or drinking water. And you crack the egg. You have to let it settle. And you can experiment with this. When I first started, I set a timer. I like to wait. In the beginning, I used to wait 5 minutes to 10. Now I like to wait 10 plus. I think in some cases, the longer the better, just because I really want to be able to see if there are any new developments or changes. I'm trying to be careful with my words because this is a practice that many cultures do, which means that there's going to be many variations on interpretation, method, disposal. And then you can use this to heal and to use as a divination tool. So, do with that what you will. the interpretation of what is in the glass will also depending on who you learned from, who taught you, what you've read, but more importantly, how your intuition guides you. Somebody tells you that a peak is something negative, but when you see it, it reminds you of something that's been recurring in your life, and that resonates harder, then it's probably that. So yeah, it's one of those things that the more you do it, like anything else, right? The more you do it, the better you get at interpreting, the better you get at understanding your intuition alongside that specific method of divination or healing. Okay, I just want to show you the difference. This egg has been sitting for about 30 minutes. I will put up a picture of what it looked like immediately after it was put into the water, so you could see how it does change over time. And I'd also like to point out one small interpretation here. You see this right here? It's like little dark pieces with hints of red in them. That can be interpreted as jealousy because of the red. It could also be just energetic parasites, or like residual, I guess you could call them cords, and how this peak comes up directly from where this is at. But you see this peak, and at the top of this peak is one solid bubble, as opposed to these bubbles up top. But like this peak suspended in water, as this bubble's also suspended in water. That, for my interpretation, the way that I read this, is your guides, ancestors, entities, spiritual team showing the fuck up for you. So this being the peak directly over this, and then the bubble on top of that peak, is basically a confirmation that my spiritual team is helping me remove all of this fucking gunk. And that's one of the ways that I interpret the egg reading. Personally, I like to add a few things to this before I flush it down the toilet. That's how I like to clear all the gunk or dense energies, parasites, whatever you want to call it. I think in the first video that I did, I explained different ones you can use. This is cayenne pepper, and then I'm going to use black pepper and a couple of other things. I'm going to say something over it, then flush it down the toilet.